Okay, so hey guys, and today I'm back with another horror movie review. And today we are reviewing the classic horror movie Psycho, which was released in 1960 and yet was successful in being beautiful yet terrifying. Let's begin the review. Okay, so let's talk about the opening credits of this movie. It's just as iconic as Halloween's opening credits, but it definitely succeeds that opening credit when it comes to the horror. The music playing in the background is so melodic, so beautiful, yet so loud and terrifying, which makes it perfect to be the opening credits of this movie, since this movie is also the same, beautiful yet terrifying. But that's not even the best part about it. Till now, every vertical or horizontal grey line which has begun its journey from one side of the screen to the other has always successfully completed its journey, but at the end, that just doesn't happen. The lines at the end stop midway through and it just blurs out. I don't know for what reason, but that was pretty creepy. It's like those lines were not acting the way they should act. Really like this small creepy subversion of expectation just in the opening credits. Okay, so let's talk about the first part of this movie. And honestly, it's pretty boring after the opening credits until Marianne starts driving her car. And while she's driving her car, you can see from the expression on her face that she's worried about something. She fears about something. That, of course, being her crime being caught. Really like how even the protagonist for the first act is a thief and not some angel who can do no bad like the protagonist of most other films. Anyways, her conversation with the police officer was done in those awkward close-up shots, but in a good way. Those shots were meant to make you feel uncomfortable, and this movie knows that. So this movie uses these shots to make you feel uncomfortable and tries to tell you that there's something wrong about the protagonist. And that becomes even clearer when she's just trying to straight up run away from the police officer. After she gets away from the police officer in her car, it starts raining and this movie tries to make us afraid of the rain too for some reason. The way it's directed, it feels like something's about to happen because of the rain. It's directed in such a way that it feels like Marianne's car is going to crash, so that's a pretty weird decision. Still a pretty intense scene though. Okay, so let's talk about the second act of the movie, which is probably the most iconic act of it. That just goes to show how good this act is, considering the second act of most movies are often considered the worst and most boring act of it. Anyways, Marianne and the audience themselves finally get introduced to Norman Bates. The conversation between Marianne and Norman felt so genuine that I was really surprised. It actually felt like real humans having a conversation with each other rather than just two characters talking. Also, we get the iconic shower kill scene, but the best part of it is actually not the kill, at least not for me. For me, it is the silhouette of Norman Bates, the killer, slowly approaching Marianne, and all we can do is just watch as he slowly approaches her and kills her. Don't know why people love the killing part more than the slowly approaching part. And him cleaning up the room made me want to puke, and this is the first time a movie has ever done this. I have seen a lot of gory horror movies like the Friday the 13th movies and all, but this scene, even though it didn't contain that much blood, made me want to puke. For what reason, I don't know, but it did. I like how Norman didn't go away from the scene after he pushed the car into the swamp like any other typical villain would. He stayed there and waited till the car fully sank. That's scary. Okay, so a lot of stuff gets revealed in the third act, so let's talk about it. The private investigator who had went to Norman Bates still had not returned, so that made Lila worried. So she, along with Sam, went to the deputy of the town and learned that Norman's mother had been dead for years, even though the private investigator had told that he was going to question her. So now Sam and Lila themselves go to the Bates motel to figure out what's going on with it, and while Sam keeps Norman occupied, Lila tries to find his mother in the mansion in front of the motel. However, Norman quickly finds out about this thanks to Sam being really bad at acting to have a normal conversation, and he grabs a pot or something and bashes Sam's head with it. He goes to the mansion, but Lila hides from him and goes into the basement where she finally finds Norman's mother. She tries to talk to her, but she discovers that it was just her skeleton. She foolishly screams and Norman psychopathically comes running into the room, but before he can kill her, Sam stops him. And then this movie just transitions to the next scene. Wow, this movie is not going to waste any time as it seems. Anyways, in the next scene we learn that Norman has split personality and it's explained pretty well actually. But that is obviously not the best part about it because the ending scene is just so good and iconic. This ending really makes the title of this movie absolutely justified. Because not only was this ending unsettling, it was downright terrifying. A killer like this is way more dangerous than a killer like Jason, Michael or Chucky. Rating? 10 out of 10. Best moment? The ending. Okay, so yeah guys, and that was it for the video, and I wanted to say that the transitions of this movie were done just so well. Really like the transitions. Anyways, don't forget to like, comment, share and of course subscribe. And so yeah guys, bye!